This short screencast will introduce you to the CSS Upper School program. I'll move through slides quickly. Feel free to pause the video to take a deeper look at any aspects you find of particular interest. The first few slides summarize the academic program by department. Starting here with math, let's orient ourselves to the way the slides are laid out. The department title is followed by the number of credits required to earn a CSS diploma. Specific courses all students must take within the discipline are boxed in blue. Elective courses are boxed in green. White font indicates that the course is a full year, while black font indicates the course length is only a single semester. If the box surrounding a course title overlaps multiple grade level bands, then that course can be taken by students in all those grade levels. In this case, investment and finance and math analysis can be taken by juniors or seniors, whereas other courses are specific to a particular grade level. This said, we occasionally have students with math proficiencies higher or lower than their grade level peers. We're generally able to quite successfully place them in math courses that best meet their needs. Couple definitions here. FST represents functions, statistics, and trig. Students who want to challenge themselves in math typically take FST 90 and pre-calculus 90, usually during their junior year. They actually complete 2 full math classes in a single year and set themselves up for success in the AP Calculus A, B, or BC classes as seniors. Most of our students take the AP Calc BC test and perform very well. Statistics or AP Statistics can be accessed after a student takes either the FST 45 course or the FST 90 course, and it can be taken concurrently with AP Calculus. English is a bit simpler than math. You may notice a new font color here though, yellow. This indicates the course is taught as a hybrid course where most instruction occurs through an online connection with the teacher. This enables a broader range of students to access the course regardless of their schedule. 4 credits are required in English, and students can challenge themselves with either of 2 or both AP courses. 3 years of science are required, and everyone must take biology and chemistry. After that, many different options become available, most on an every other year cycle. AP Environmental Science and Physics, however, are offered every year. 3 years of history are required, and all electives are offered every year. The world language curriculum is quite straightforward. We also sometimes offer level 1 courses when there is a need. We have had a few students over the years get through upper levels in both French and Spanish, depending on what other courses they select. Our arts department has diverse offerings and tremendous variety. Music and theater programs retain the same course offerings every year, but most of the visual arts courses rotate on a 3-year cycle. Shown here are only the courses we offered in the 2017-18 school year. After completing their Arts Foundation requirement, students can take any of the other courses, and students can take music courses concurrently with Arts Foundations. Here is a summary of the CSS graduation requirements. The 2 courses students must take that did not show up under one of the 6 departments are College Overview and Wellness. 9th graders take Wellness for a single semester. This class could be considered our version of health class. 3 days per week are spent exploring topics related to physical and emotional health and decision making. The other 2 days are spent in the gym on physical fitness. College Overview, taken during the spring of the sophomore year, gets students ready for the college admissions process and covers everything from career interest inventories and personality type indicators to test taking, requesting recommendations, setting up college tours, and interviewing. This half-semester course is paired with public speaking, which is used to help students hone their skills of verbal presentation and persuasion. Each student will give a speech in front of the entire upper school during their junior year, and the class prepares them for this endeavor. You may also notice such things as community service, athletics and activities credits, digital portfolio, and capstone experience. All students are expected to perform at least 18 hours per year of community service. 6 of which they get during our annual Community Service Day, and the other 12 can be in service to something that has more personal interest to the student. The requirements for digital portfolio are nearly the same as the digital portfolio requirements in middle school. The capstone experience, new in 2017-18, is a fitting finale for a CSS education because it very much puts seniors in the driver's seat of their education for the final weeks of their high school experience as they conceive, design, and carry out mentored but independent projects or internships. Upper school students need to earn 1 athletics or activity credit per year. This can be done in several ways, but in general, 1 season of a sport or production, involvement in one of the other listed activities over here, or 50 or more hours of a coached activity yields half of a credit. CSS clubs are student-driven with faculty sponsors. Many have been around each year for a long time, while others will come and go from year to year depending on student interest. Every student must participate in at least 1 club. Most students end up joining multiple clubs. Clubs offer opportunities for student leadership, but there are many other avenues for students to explore and experience leadership roles as well. In this list of leadership opportunities, forum is our equivalent of student government, and the Judicial Council is a group of students who makes recommendations to school administration if ambiguous situations regarding student misconduct arise. As important as the academic program at the school your student attends is your student's peer group. We're proud of our supportive student culture, and we're proud of our students' accomplishments. Here's a very incomplete list of student accomplishments over the last 3 years. It's an indicator of the richness of our student body. Your student will be attending classes with other interesting people. Another thing that adds to the richness of our community is the international student program. About 16% of our upper school student body is comprised of international students. Whether families choose to host an international student, a student chooses to do a summer exchange to Guatemala, or students develop friendships with other students from around the world, the CSS International Program connects our students to our dynamic world. The importance of such connections only grows as international business, communications, and travel become more ubiquitous. The Experience-Centered Seminars, ECSS, of the upper school take the skills and attitudes students develop in the children's school and the middle school to a whole new level. Students explore the answers to complex problems in our own backyard, across the country, and around the globe. These experiences happen during the month of March each year and provide fertile ground for students to expand their comfort zones, apply their world language skills, develop global perspectives, solve complex problems, lead and follow, and use their ingenuity. We have been doing ECSS at CSS for decades. Many of them rotate in on a 2 to 4 year cycle, but we also add new ones to the mix every year. Here are lists of the ECSS for the last few years. From our alumni, we hear that ECS experiences help shape lives. Here we are on one of the great iron pours. Here we have a picture of geology of the Southwest. And this is a picture of a trip to Africa in a cultural immersion ECS. The advisory program continues from middle school into the upper school, but with a new advisor, mixed grade level advisory groups, and less structured advisory meeting times. The mixed grade groupings facilitate student-student role modeling and mentorship. The less structured meeting times allow more space for advisees to have individual conversations with advisors regarding topics of interest to their advisees. Advisory is especially beneficial for new upper school students and serves as a nexus of support. With our strong focus on student-centered classrooms and experiential education, And with the inclusion of a 3-week ECS in the middle of each year, parents and students sometimes wonder how competitive and prepared our students are for the college process. Let's take a look at that. On the following graphs, the black bars represent CSS and the white bars the national average. The scores of all our students who take each test are included in our average, regardless of learning differences or native language. Our SAT and ACT scores are far above the national average and give many of our students access to highly selective colleges. The reason we don't have an actual national average comparison on the SAT is because in 2016, they changed the test from a 2,400 point scoring rubric to a 1,600 point version, and no results have yet been published for this new 1,600 point SAT version. You can see similarly impressive results when you examine our AP exam score averages over the last couple of years. We're looking at the last 2 years of CSS data because biology and chemistry are offered on alternating years. Not only are students getting the real-world experiences related to experiential learning and ECSS, but they're also excelling in college-level AP courses. The College and Work Readiness Assessment, the CWRA, measures critical thinking, application, and written communication skills through what is called a performance task. Students are provided with a central open-ended question to which there is no correct or incorrect answer, along with various sources of information that may shed light on the topic. These sources include quantitative data in addition to video clips, newspaper articles, public forum notes, and testimonials. Students are tasked with making a decision on the issue and justifying their position. In addition, there's a set of selected response questions that also targets high-level thinking skills. You can see that our students are outperforming the vast majority of other college-bound seniors in all areas of this assessment, which is primarily taken by other independent schools or suburban public schools whose students generally go to college. As you can see from this list, our students go to a wide array of excellent colleges and universities. We have a highly effective college counseling process that helps students identify and gain admission to schools that fit who they are and what they want to pursue. Sometimes getting into college is only half the battle because one still has to pay for it. Lucky for you, our students tend to get good merit money, an average of $2.8 million of merit scholarship per graduating class, and an average of $112,000 per student over the last 6 years is impressive and can be very helpful. The CSS Upper School program puts students in the center of a supportive, intellectually relevant, and stimulating learning environment. An environment that gives them the skills and teaches them the value of independent, critical, and creative thinking. It puts them in the driver's seat. It helps them understand the world and empowers them to see their role in shaping it.